What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. DeGlomo here, and today we're going to continue our season in FC26. So let's get started with career mode and Johnny DeGlomo. As you can see on the screen, Johnny DeGlomo and Burke are tearing it up right now. We're currently in first place. We do have some competition. DeGlomo with 7 goals in his first 9 games. If we take a look at the standings, we are tied with Shelbourne, but there are 5 teams within 4 points of each other between Sligo, St. Pat's, Derry, Shelbourne. We are a quarter of the way through the season. Let's get going. So the rain coming down. St. Pat's and Shamrock here in Dublin. Big battle between 2 of the league's top teams. Good chip over the top. DeGlomo making the run, heads it down, takes it into the corner. Oh, defense comes back and makes the play. Shamrock hanging on here. Ball laid off. Through the middle, shot. Burke right at the keeper, though. So there you have it. Mulroney will run out the clock. Scoreless in the rain at the end of 1. Good steal back in the corner. Ebizetti back into the middle. Shot, and they tuck it home. Zorberg with the goal. Turnover right on the end line. As Zubetti passes it over, and he lets the slow roller trickle in here in the rain. 1-0 lead for St. Pat's. Glomo up ahead, edge of the box, tries to get a shot off. It's going to be stolen back, though, to Glomo. Behind the last defender, pulls up, shoots. Rebound, cleared away. Glomo working it up in the corner. He's going to pull it back, lays it off, finds Healy. Nice little through ball. Here's to Glomo. Hits a corner, and it's in. Underneath the keeper's outstretched arm, and Johnny DeGlomo is on the score sheet. We are all knotted up. That is his 8th of the season. Let's take a look again. The beautiful run on the back line. And the perfect pass as we slot it home. Keeper just got a hand on it. But it was able to trickle underneath him and skip inside the post to equalize. Good ball played in. Kavanaugh tries to get a shot in. He lays it off, and they will score. It is Keena. And St. Pat answers. St. Patrick takes a 2-1 lead here on the road. See, their player just gets around, nice ball, lays it off in the middle. Defense is napping. Keena can't miss from that close, and we're now trailing 2-1. Probably should have carried that in myself, but instead we're going to take the corner kick. Ball played all the way through, headed on, rebound, and cleared away. Good chance there for Shamrock. We do get the ball back, though. Final minute of the game. Shamrock got to hurry. Here we go, stealing it back, and it's knocked up towards midfield, but that will do it. So DeGlomo nets himself another goal, but in a losing cause, as St. Pat's comes away victorious 2-1, and that is a big loss to one of the few teams that can actually probably take the title from us. Game number 2 and another one in the rain. This one on the road against Sligo. Let's see what we can do. So we scored our first career goal against. Sligo playing it all the way back into their own box. Back to the keeper, and DeGlomo just gets there a little bit late. But Shamrock's able to hold him in the zone. Burns drops it back over to Matthews, plays it down the line. Byrne trying to get a cross off. Here it is to Glomo. Volleys, and it hits off the defender, goes out for a corner. Almost snuck in. Let's take a look again. DeGlomo volleys it out of the air. It hits off the number 15 defender and just misses the outside of the post. Got a man coming over to take it short. Ball played short. It's Byrne. He's going to chip it in the middle, and the keeper comes out, Walsh, and makes a big save. Stolen, and oh my goodness, they almost tucked one home. Keeper rolled one out. And Burke just stole it off his foot, had a one-time shot, and it was curling back in, just misses. Nice through ball. Fitzgerald runs on, pulls up, shoots, and McGinty knocks it over the crossbar. So there you go, scoreless at the break. Yeah, so I didn't even realize it, but I noticed that my player was lit up yellow, and I guess somewhere in here I picked up a yellow card. 90th minute, DeGlomo at midfield, turns, spins, and Harkin makes a play. Glomo takes a risky slide and wins the ball. Could have been a second yellow. And that will do it, scoreless in the rain. Not much action from either side there. We will move on to the next one. Right, so we have one player of the month for the second consecutive month to start the career off. So these uniforms are usually pretty difficult to tell the difference, but we've got Derry City and Shamrock coming at you. Home game for us, and it is raining again. Third straight game tonight with rain. Burke turns, pass back, Honohan. Chipped ahead, here's DeGlomo into the box. Glomo plays it down, crossed, and it's going to hit off the defender Connolly and go out for a corner kick. So Shamrock looking to strike early. Here's the first play, corner kick of the game, headed on by Lopez right at the keeper, deflected off the line. Look at that ball on the line where the defender was able to head it out. About half of it went in, half of it stayed out. Here we go, laid off. DeGlomo finds Byrne, and he hits a weak left-footed shot at Maurer. Glomo, nice little give and go, and we are through. Glomo pulls up, hits in, the keeper makes a save. So again, scoreless at the half in the rain. Nice ball up ahead, Byrne finds Burke, lays it off, here's DeGlomo, one-on-one with the keeper, DeGlomo shoots, finds a left corner, and it's 1-0 good guys. Johnny DeGlomo from Burke. The combo that keeps on ticking. How about that? Johnny DeGlomo, his 9th. Picture perfect. How about this? Nice little ball from Byrne to Burke. Lays it off to DeGlomo. Runs in towards the penalty spot. Shoots across his body inside the box. And this is a right-footed goal. We've had about half of them with each foot now. So let's see if that goal will break it open a little bit here in the second half. Gonna cut it in. Got a little bit of space here. Glomo taking it ourselves, around the defender, pulls up, shoots, and it's going to go just past the post. Good ball here. Frizzell gets in past the defense, passes into the middle, shot, rebound, and they're going to shank it. How did he miss that? He had a wide open net. All he had to do was tap it in. Here we go to Glomo at midfield. Lots of space. Nobody coming to us. See what we can do here. Glomo through ball, finds Burke. Burke, can he get it back to us? To DeGlomo, and he slots it home, and that's going to be a second. Great passing, and Burke has 2 more assists. Johnny with 2 goals. And we're going to take this one 2-0. How about that? Johnny with a nice ball on the wing. Looks like Burke had it, and we just had him slotted back to the middle to us. And DeGlomo cleans it up. And there you go. So Johnny DeGlomo with 2 second-half goals, and Shamrock takes a 2-0 victory here at home against Derry City. Big victory. Good to get back into our winning ways, and nice to see DeGlomo come away with a brace. So one thing is nice is when it's not raining. I know I talk about that a lot, but it really is a big deal. And 2, when you have uniforms that don't look exactly the same like we did in the last game. So today, the red and purple contrast, along with a bright sunny day, means good things in store as we play against Shelbourne. So here we go, Shamrock, Shelbourne coming at you. Shamrock working on the possession. Ball ahead to Matthews, he's going to take it to DeGlomo. Glomo around the defender, passes in the middle, wide open man, it's shot, rebound, and the defender's going to kick it back to his keeper, Kearns. Good ball inside, Healy spins. We've got a through ball on the outside. Watts gets behind the defense. He shoots. It's going to deflect over the net for a corner kick. Over to Burke. They find DeGlomo. Glomo gets into the box. Glomo toe pokes it. Keeper's going to clear it off his line. Good save there. DeGlomo picks his pocket. We take it up to the 18. Cuts it back inside. There's a man trailing. It's Burke. He pulls up, shoots, and the keeper makes a 2-handed save. Glomo steals it back, pulls up, shoots it himself, and we finish it. Beautiful steal and a very on the end of that shot. And DeGlomo has his 11th in 13 appearances. How about that from start to finish? Defender tries to clear it. DeGlomo just takes it himself, turns, composes, and plants one in the corner. And that was after the initial attempt where it looked like we were going to score before. It's hard to get 30 in a season in Ireland, but DeGlomo is on pace currently. Nobody attacking us here off the kickoff. We're just going to carry it up as far as they'll let us. Ball played back into the middle. It's Burke, through ball. Watts, and the keeper has to make a kick save. Seemed like they were just going to let us walk all the way in, and we were gladly going to take it. Look at that shot just off the cleat. Good chip over the top. Glomo making his run. Going to carry it into the corner. He's going to pull it back. Middle, lays it off, shot, and it goes off a defender. Final minute of the game, Meepo up ahead, nobody there. He's going to get a shot off, plays it into the box, Meepo, and it's taken away at the last second. Ball cleared up towards midfield, and Shamrock's going to hold on. That got kind of dangerous. All he had to do was get a shot. I think he would have scored. And that would have been a totally different feeling at the end, but instead, DeGlomo's steal and tuck in the corner play ends up being the separator and what gives us 3 points instead of just one. So we will take it back-to-back W's, and we are going to move the speed up a little bit to an 81, and then we are also going to move the acceleration up to 79. So we are getting faster by the day. So here we go, last game of the night, Waterford for the second straight episode. We do play everybody 4 times this year, so we will get used to seeing some of these names and teams. Good shot off the kickoff right at McGinty. So this will be the final game of this episode. If you like it, be sure to like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so. We're going to try to play 15 seasons with Johnny DeGlomo. Good ball into the box, shot! And it's going to be deflected wide. Good play by McGinty to make the save. Looked like it would have got in if he didn't get a finger on it. He just put it over the bar. Good play by DeGlomo. Gets it out on the wing to Honohan. Honohan plays it into the box. Into the middle of the field. Shot, and they score. Burke from DeGlomo, and it's 1-0. Beautiful passing all the way down. Honohan into the corner. Finds DeGlomo. Slots it across the middle. How about this for a pass? Honohan to DeGlomo. Glomo over one touch into Burke. So we played these guys the other day, and the game ended at 0-0. We were scoreless. So nice to see us jump on them early. Byrne chips it back to DeGlomo. Glomo chips it into the box. It's going to be headed down and just past the post. Look at that cross. Burke all day, all he had to do was put it down, and he missed it to the left. Lays it off into the box for Byrne. Byrne cuts it across the one-time shot right at McCullen. Got a few minutes here before halftime, trying to make it count. DeGlomo in possession out wide to Healy. Here we go, nice little ball. Lays it off to DeGlomo, toe poke. And we'll have a corner kick. So a late yellow card on Watts. Let's see what he did. It was the slide a little bit earlier. So we will now have a corner kick just minutes before the half. Ball played in. DeGlomo can't get there. Shamrock out at the 18. Glomo wins it, plays it back over the middle. Cleary shoots. Glomo wins it, kick save. 1 minute before the half, we've got another corner kick. Ball played in to Glomo, trying to get there. Their heads collide. Ball bounces out towards the wing, and it's going to be taken away. And that is going to be all she wrote for the first half. So we will go to the locker room with a 1-0 lead. The early goal in the 12th minute, the only thing that separates us. Here we go. Watts, nice ball, gets it back. Here's to Glomo. Glomo pulls up, shoots, and he puts it just past the right post. Glomo threw the ball to Byrne. Lays it off to Glomo, making the run. Glomo pulls it back. Nice pass into the box. Byrne through, pulls up, shoots, keeper, and it skips off the top of the net, off the crossbar, actually. So that's how close we were to number 2. Like I've said for the last 10 or 15 minutes, Shamrock have just been peppering this net, looking for the dagger. Here we go. Ball played, turned into the box. It's Byrne. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Lays it in the middle, lays it into the goal. Burke on the assist from Byrne, and that will be probably our dagger today. Excellent passing. Thought it was a little bit too soft of a shot, but it was enough. The 8th of the season by Burke. Let's look again. DeGlomo puts it out wide. Byrne 2 touches into the middle. And a left-footed, low-driven shot by Burke. And that will double the lead for the good guys. Burke up ahead, and that will do it. A 2-0 shutout against Waterford. And that will end tonight's episode with our 3rd consecutive win. All right, so 4 more goals for Johnny in 5 matches, and we will add a couple assists to our name. 3 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. We are in 2nd place, starting to pull away a little bit. Us and St. Pat's, 29 and 28 points respectively. I feel pretty good about where this is headed. We're not quite halfway through the season, but we're getting there. If you have an idea of where you'd like to see me play next season, leave a comment down below. If you haven't liked the video, be sure to do that. And if you have not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did. Be good to each other. Take care. Peace.